guys, welcome back to another vlog. This is going to be the start of another moving vlog, or actual moving vlogs, because the vlog before this was just touring places. So if you happen to have missed that one, I'll go ahead and link it up here as a card if you want to see the house that we're gonna be moving into at the end of this month. So let me kind of catch you guys up a little bit behind the scenes. So today is Wednesday. It's, I believe, May 14th. Yep, so 2 weeks from today will be our official move-in date. Now we've decided that we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of overlap, which we always like to do if possible. So we don't need to be out of this house until May 31st. So we'll have a bit of a window, like 3 days that we can just kind of move things over slowly and not have like one big moving day, but we'll see how everything ends up happening that week. The week we move is going to be so busy. So to start it off, I will be out of town through that Monday night, which is Memorial Day, the 26th, for my niece's first birthday, which I'm so excited about. I leave 1 week from today, so there's a lot to be done. You know, we don't necessarily have to have all the packing done in the next week, but we want to have most of the big stuff done by then. The day after I get back from being out of town is Jared's 30th birthday. So I don't really want to have much moving stuff to do on that day. I mean, ideally, but then the next day is our move-in date, the 28th. And then we'll have our few days to move our stuff over. I'm like scheduled off of work. Jared will probably have to work, but we'll just see how that's gonna go. We got rid of so much and have so much less things than we did even a year ago when we moved here. Like, and just in terms of large furniture pieces and large things. So I just feel good about knowing that it's not gonna be that crazy. We don't have any stairs in our house that we have to move stuff back and forth, all of that. And our goal is to be done by the 30th, because that next day we're gonna be going out of town. This has already been planned. This is not something that was like put in after we knew our moving dates. We've had this plan, just a little weekend getaway for Jared's 30th. We're not going super far, so we're just gonna like wake up that day. Hopefully we'll be all moved in by then and we can just head out of town and relax before we start like unpacking and everything. So that is kind of how the rest of May is going to go. I gave you a little bit of a spiel. Are you feeling stressed for me? Comment down below, let me know. I'm weirdly not as stressed as I probably should be, but I think it's because I have probably at this point in my adult life, I would have to count, but I think I've moved between 10 and 15 times since I first moved away to college. So I think it's just something that I am so incredibly familiar with at this point that it really doesn't stress me out like it does most people. And I think it's because I just get excited about a new chapter, decorating and organizing a new place. So all of that stuff kind of like fills me with joy more than thinking about the actual stress of moving. And Jared will be really helpful. He was so helpful the last couple times we moved. This is basically gonna be like the packing vlog. I think we'll probably end up having another packing and then like moving vlog depending on how much footage I get, but I don't want a ton of footage of packing, so I'm gonna try and keep it maybe, you know, to 1 or 2 vlogs. I'm thinking packing and decluttering vibes in the next like 2 vlogs, and then we'll have the actual move-in day. I'm feeling a little rambly right now, so just bear with me. Things we have done so far is, luckily last month I started decluttering the house, and I actually made like a whole video. If anyone missed that, I decluttered a bunch of the closets and all the products in our bathroom. So I actually feel really good about the fact that we're like, I would say we're like 90% decluttered in terms of barely anything that we have is stuff we're not gonna move with. We definitely will do some decluttering together in these vlogs. Like, I absolutely need to go through stuff in the kitchen and even stuff in the pantry, because if you guys saw the house that we chose, the pantry is about like 1/8 of the size of our walk-in pantry. So that's a work in progress. You know, I've got some ideas going up in my brain. I've already like kind of planned out what I think I want to do in there. So stay tuned for that. We've already gone through our garage, which was awesome. That was kind of another area we definitely wanted to declutter. So I did film a little bit of that process that I'll put in probably after this, because I've already, like I said, I've already filmed that. But of course we still have like all the packing and just little things. So today I transferred all of our bills over, which was actually easier than I expected. I only had to call like one place, I think. Oh no, I had to call two out of our, I think we have 5 different bills. And all the other ones, I was able to just do it online and transfer our service. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the footage of us decluttering and organizing the garage a little bit, which was like the first thing that we did before actually packing up any parts of the house. So let's get into that footage. Well, Cholula, it's finally happening. We are starting to pack up and go through things. This is the first place we thought we should start, is the garage. So I moved our cars out. So we are just gonna kind of go through everything, look at everything, make sure that we want to take stuff, see what we can declutter. Obviously we're not gonna like start moving a bunch of stuff out of here. Like this stuff will wait, but just kind of like, okay, this is like what we have. Going through everything. I mean, it's not exactly the best setup and organization in here, but it worked, you know. We were here less than a year, so it was fine. We have a few moving boxes, really not many, because we got rid of ours last year, which now I'm kind of regretting. We only have like 5 or 6, but we do have a bunch of these moving bags. I think we have 8 to 10 of those. And we might have to get more. I feel like these were really helpful last year because you can kind of like take things over, unload the bag and bring them back. And I feel like it's easier than a box and you can see what's inside. So we are just going to start going through all of this stuff. This is the full length mirror that we were never able to put in this house. So I'm really hoping there will be a place for it at the next house because we've been storing it out here. I don't think I'm gonna film like everything that we're doing for this process, but just kind of like keep you guys updated on progress that we make. See ya in a little bit when we made some progress, but this is the first thing that will be moving. Hi you guys. So we made a lot of progress in the garage today. I mean, I will say that it really wasn't that difficult because luckily, since we moved less than a year ago, it's just gonna be so much easier to move and like go through our stuff this time. It's not gonna look very different from what I'm gonna show you, but I'll just give you a quick overview and then we are going to do something that I think is fun over here. I was gonna say fun and then I was like, probably no one thinks it's fun except me, but let me kind of show you what we did today. I decided not to film any of it just because I feel like I'm gonna film more exciting, you know, things than being in the garage. I kind of like asked you guys what you wanted to see in these moving vlogs, and I'm gonna try to make them a little bit more like condensed and a little bit more of like what I've heard from you guys that you want to see, and not so much of like every single thing we're packing, more just like the highlights of the process. Okay, I know some people probably do like seeing it all, but I think the majority of people kind of like seeing those quick highlights and just like knowing, you know, what's going on. So for my own peace of mind too, as I'm editing, you know, I don't need to have like weeks, hours and hours and hours of footage. That's just like us fast forwarding, going through everything we own. So I think I will be happy to with this decision. So it's not gonna look too different than before, like I said, because we did get rid of some stuff. This stuff is like some donations. We are continuing just being on the perimeter of the garage because we're gonna put our cars back in here. So stuff that's like pretty much ready to go, and then a few like random things like our moving bags. And then over here it looks pretty similar, but we did go through everything here. And what I'm gonna do is I just printed off a bunch of labels. You can see that I just made blue tape, like temporary labels for our garage totes, and it's better than nothing because I know it's in there, but I have been meaning to replace these for a really long time. So I finally just made the labels, and I'm going to replace all of these and somehow access the one up here. Obviously stuff is just like stacked up here. I want to do more totes and not have so much stuff like open, so I will definitely be reorganizing this, but obviously this stuff is just like ready to move, so we didn't need to make it all like aesthetic and pretty. We just went through everything, and we did downsize a few things. Almost all of it we kept because we already had done that, like I said. I don't think anything changed here. This is kind of where we, have our chest freezer, which I absolutely love having this. It's so nice. I'll show you guys how much stuff we have in here. It's not usually completely filled because we'll like transfer stuff from here to the pantry, and we keep like Cholula's extra dog food out here when we first make it, and I keep like my Nespresso pods for recycling. We keep like extra vegetables and just things out here. I love the chest freezer. We just got this on Facebook Marketplace for I think we got it for like $50 or $60 a couple years ago, and it is truly such a game changer. Here we started stacking up things that are definitely going to be moving with us, and then this is actually like moving packing material. This is stuff that's like pretty much already ready to go, and then like nothing really changed over here. This stuff is ready to go. We haven't started using the moving boxes yet. This is all stuff that I'm going to be, I think I'm going to list on Facebook Marketplace. It was all stuff that I didn't really use in this house, and I thought I was going to, and it just ended up sitting out here in the garage the whole time we lived here. Like from here to here is that stuff. So I think it's just a sign that it could go to a better home. It's only like 5 or 6 things. So Facebook Marketplace for that stuff. And then lastly, just our chairs that we love that will definitely be coming in. Obviously, the mirror. So that's really it. I mean, honestly, we don't have that much stuff in the garage. This is it. We've kept it pretty minimal. I mean, other than over here in the corner, we have like Jared's fishing poles, and I would love to set up another system like this in the new garage. This was actually like here when we moved in. We don't have that much of this stuff, but it's nice to have that stuff like off the floor. So that's really it for the garage. Okay, I'm sitting on the ground, but I'm going to make these look a little bit better. These are just really cheap totes from Walmart. They're like probably $8 each. I do want to get some more of them. Like we have some stuff over here that's not in totes, that because these shelves is like it can only fit 2, and then it can fit like some extra stuff on the side. Like I said, it's not organized right now. I mean, it's just kind of, we threw everything back up. We took actually everything off and like looked through all of these, and then we put stuff back up, just, obviously like, hey, it's ready to go. Like this is how we're gonna like put it in the moving truck. So anyway, a tip from work is doing a label on the front, and then also doing a label on the top in the middle, so you can kind of see what's in it from multiple angles. So I printed 2 of like every label, 2 that say outdoor, 2 that say gardening. That's what this one is, even though right now it just says gardening. Not that type of gardening if you're on TikTok, okay? Normal gardening. I'm gonna replace all of these, and then hopefully I can make it look even more aesthetic. I feel like garage organization is something that I do want to really get better at in the new house. Like I don't want to have stuff all around the perimeter of our garage and just have our cars shoved in. I really do want to work on that and have it be a little bit more like utilizing the vertical space more. So obviously, since we were only here less than a year, we didn't really get around to doing that, but I think maybe we probably would have if we were here for longer. So that is something that I really do want to improve in the next house, but I don't know how exciting of content that is. So maybe that's something I would just like post on my Instagram story or whatever, like our garage organization. But definitely utilizing your vertical space in the garage is 100% my top tip. Enough yapping, let's switch out these labels. Okay, it looks so much better, more cohesive, and a lot better than the blue tape. So we have Spring and summer, that's mostly like decor and then some outdoor stuff. Fall, it's basically just decor, and clearly it's exploding because we have fall stuff here, the doormat here, and there's a fall wreath here. So fall is probably gonna need 2 totes once we move because it's bursting at the seams. And then on the bottom we have outdoor and gardening, and then we have camping and our air mattress, which I just wanted to label so I knew that our air mattress was in there if we need it for a guest. And then, like I said, I also label the middle of the top. Okay, so the garage actually wasn't that bad. For some reason, I thought it was gonna take us like the entire day, and it ended up taking us like maybe 2 hours to do everything, declutter the entire garage. So now we're using the whole half of the garage because Jared parked his car out in the driveway, mine's in the garage, and we're just going to use all of that space as much as we need in the garage to store our moving boxes and things that are ready to go. So we already have some stuff out there that's pretty much ready to go that can't really be packed up too much more than it already is. I mean, there's just some things that don't need to go in moving boxes. I think some of the areas we're gonna focus on next in this vlog are like decor, like this kind of stuff, little things that need to be wrapped, and starting to get that stuff down. Probably packing up the non-essentials in our bathroom. Let's just see where this vlog takes us. All right, so we are going to pack up some things in the little dining room area. I'm kind of starting with like smaller decor in the house. I wanted to do a little voiceover during this part because I've heard from you guys that a lot of you like it when I'm kind of doing a longer, like fast forwarded clip like this where I'm doing something and playing music, to have a little bit of voiceovers mixed in. So Jared was actually watching a soccer game this night, but he pretty much helped me with all the other stuff. But this was kind of my own decor anyway, so I just decided to tackle this one on my own. But I'm just starting with this area in here. We have already done, like Jared has cleared out his bookshelf in the guest room. And honestly, like I know I haven't showed you guys a lot of the areas yet, but definitely in the next vlog, I will give you guys kind of more of an update of like what we've done so far packing wise, give you like more of an overview of the house, because I'm editing now and I realized I didn't exactly do that in this vlog. It was just more like areas that I randomly started packing up and filming. I pretty much did everything except my records and my record player, because I do want to keep that out, and I'll probably just move that in my car so it's like super gentle whenever we move with it. And at the end of this clip, I did actually like go through and pull out a ton of my records, and I'm just going to keep like 10 of them out for the next couple weeks or something. So mostly this is just me getting some decor like wrapped up. Some things are more fragile than others, and I was saving a lot of like packaging that we've had over the last few months. I'm even wrapping things in like bath hand towels and just trying to get creative with it. We do have a decent amount of moving materials, but we're probably going to run out of boxes at some point. We also have moving bags, but we're kind of trying to save that for more of like the soft stuff and like clothes and things like that. So we have been decluttering a little bit over the past like month or so, and honestly some of the only other areas that really need to actually be like decluttered, other than just like packing everything up, is this storage closet and then the desk area, which really only has a little bit of stuff in the drawers that I want to go through. But as far as the actual closet, I almost did this in that organizing video like that I did like a month ago. I wanted to do this space too. That was my original plan. But then I just ran out of time because that video was already so long and I already did multiple closets in that video. So I decided to leave it out. This closet is not some of my best work, but we really only got like one kind of bigger storage closet in this house. This is right by the garage. This is also on this side is the laundry room, and then the desk is right here. So it's really like a mix of all those things that you just kind of don't know where to put but you want to store away. So for the winter, we had all of our bigger coats, which now we can just go ahead and pack these up. Today, Jared actually picked us up some wardrobe boxes that we found from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. I had been like stalking because I really like wardrobe boxes for moving, and we had gotten rid of the ones that we used last time. We got rid of like all of our moving materials last year. It was so much stuff, and we were just thinking like, oh, we're gonna be here for like a few years, so we've kind of had to start over with gathering boxes and moving materials, which is fine. But anyway, we can just go ahead and put all of these in there. Other than that, it's so random. Like, we have this extra shoe shelf down here. I have shoes everywhere. I have my nicer shoes that I don't reach for as much in the closet, and then this is like our everyday shoes, like my Birkenstocks, Uggs, my sneakers for working out are in here. This is like the grab and go, and then we have another one of these in the garage that's kind of like winter shoes and garage shoes and like Jared's work shoes. I don't know why. I think we need to have something a little bit more streamlined maybe at the new house. The stuff for walking Cholula is in here. I honestly still probably have a couple things in here. I know I do that are like Squirtles. So yeah, like his harness is in here. So I do need to go through some of that. It's so random up here. I'm not proud of this organization, but again, it's just kind of like what worked for us. We have 4 large throw pillows up here. I don't know if I want to keep all of those. Big blankets that we're not currently using. These are great for moving furniture and like covering things to move. So I want all of these to be at somewhere, like probably in the garage, where we can just put them at easy access for actually loading things up. And then like Jared's travel stuff, which why is his travel stuff separate from mine? We need to figure out a travel area too. That's for a later time, not this vlog. And then I don't even know what's in there. So, and then my work stuff, it is truly like all over the place in here. There's also like random paperwork in here. It's so much, like it doesn't have any theme, honestly, other than storage closet. I want to clear this out, at least in terms of what we're not needing to reach for. Like, we'll keep probably some shoes, some Cholula stuff, the vacuum, keep all that in here, and then we can probably take out, you know, and pack up some of this stuff. There was a bit of an intermission. I changed because I'm very cold right now, and I'm eating a chocolate treat, and it's time to get back to it. Found some of Squirtle's things. This is his Christmas little pajamas sweater. I actually have matching pajamas to this. I'll insert a photo of us wearing our little matching Christmas PJs. I believe we have tried this on Cholula. He does not like clothes. Squirtle wasn't crazy about clothes, but I feel like he tolerated them more. I struggle to like know what to do with stuff like this. But I definitely am going to keep his harness. I think I'm just going to keep it with my memorabilia. I have like his collar and a bunch of other stuff. Actually, I'll have to show you guys at some point on the desk, or I'll just pick it up right now. I think I talked about this in one of my vlogs a few weeks ago, but I got his food mat framed at Michael's, and they did like a custom framing with this brown and green that I picked. I'm gonna put it back down because It's really large and heavy, and we're gonna display it somewhere in the new house. It has this like hang bar on the back. We haven't hung it up in here just because we knew we were gonna be moving, but it's just been on my desk for the past few weeks since I got it, along with his other little things. Like I printed out this photo of us that I have right next to it. I have another photo of us too right by my nightstand, and then I have his other like memorial items. Like I'll have to show you guys at some point because I am still gonna put together, like I want everything to kind of be together. I'll probably have my separate photo that I have over by my nightstand be on its own, but like the other stuff I want it to all be together. And I thought maybe it would go on like a shelf in here, but it ends up kind of being like really tall and far away, and I don't know, it just felt like not the right spot putting it away in here yet, or like setting everything up. I feel like I'm gonna end up probably hanging that. If I don't hang it, I'm gonna lean it against something and use it as my backdrop, and then like have all of his little items displayed in the new house. I got a little sidetracked, but I'm definitely gonna just put his harness in my like memorabilia basket that I have for now. I believe his collar is in there too for now, and I don't know about this. I feel like we can keep this for Cholula or possibly a future dog. That is one of the reasons I'm like, maybe I shouldn't get rid of stuff that Cholula doesn't necessarily wear. But then I'm like, I don't know, some things I feel like I should downsize. Like I have this 3-pack of diapers. He wore it like one time when he went over to Jared's mom's house because he marked on something the first time and was trying to spread his scent, so he had to be diapered up. But honestly, we haven't used these since, and Cholula doesn't have accidents, but I'm like, okay, you never know with the potential other dog. So I think it makes sense to maybe keep one diaper. I do have this. This was also Squirtle's, but Cholula kind of fits, he fits in it enough. I love this little jacket. It's so cute. So definitely keeping this for Cholula. He doesn't love wearing it, but when it's like snowing or something, he needs to wear that. Other than that, we did have this, which again, we can save this stuff for Cholula. This is actually Mr. Cholula's that he got. It's like a double-sided. All right, I'm getting a little distracted now talking about all the dog stuff. But yeah, I guess I think the only thing that feels like really roomy to be in here, maybe I can put this with like our Christmas stuff, is the little sweater. I think that was all the dog stuff. And now we really only have a little bit of paperwork, which I've gone through pretty recently, our paperwork, but we just need a better spot for that in the new house. I don't know where, because I really don't have a lot of stuff like that. I have everything like digital. And then we'll just quickly go through the stuff up here, and a lot of stuff like all this is gonna get left in here. I left a couple of jackets just in case it's been a little colder these past few days, so I'm gonna leave one jacket, my work stuff, Jared's work stuff. I have a few pairs of shoes. The other ones Jared and I packed up. Of my moving vlogs, but I'm just out and about a little bit today, and I just kind of felt like vlogging. So it's Friday and I've had a productive morning. I went to work out, and then I got my eyebrows laminated, which always makes me feel so good and put together, especially because they're always really struggling right before I get them done, and then it's just like such a little confidence boost. So I'm feeling good. This is definitely still going to be mostly a moving vlog, but I just figured let's let's throw in a few other things. Why not? Because I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of like packing and moving and unpacking and all that kind of stuff footage, and it's nice to throw in some other things. I feel like you guys like that stuff. So I am doing a little bit of shopping today for Jared's birthday. His birthday is about 11 days away from today, but I'm not probably gonna put this vlog live for over a week. So it's in a few days. It's at the end of May. So I have some things in mind that I think I want to get him, but I also want to go to a couple places and just see. So right now, also Jared, if you happen to be watching this vlog before your birthday, please turn it off because no spoilers. I felt like maybe not showing you guys if I end up finding stuff, but then I was like, that's really boring to like talk about. Oh, I found this stuff and then like not show it to you guys. So I decided I would. I'm going to Gap. I don't think we have an actual like Gap. We just have the Gap factory store, I'm almost positive. So I've actually never even been here, so I don't know what they have. So we'll see how it goes. I was gonna go pick up something from REI that I had actually already ordered, and I was gonna do an order pickup, and then I got an email this morning that it was out of stock. But I can still order it online. I just can't go pick it up, and now I have to pay shipping. So I'm like, dang it. So I skipped going there, and I might go to a couple other stores after this, just depending on what I find here. So let's see if we find anything. It is Friday afternoon. It's getting really warm in my car because the sun is out. I'm gonna close that, my sunroof. Oh, look at these. These are like a linen cotton blend short. I feel like, I wonder if Jared would like these. I really personally like them. Those are so cute. Wait, I really like this shirt. I need to find that. I love that. Found it. Oh my gosh, I like this one too. Guys, this is like a summer sleigh, am I right? For a man. I feel like Jared would love this. The way this is Jared's color palette to a T. I've just got to tell y'all, the Gap factory store was absolutely a sleigh. For the men's section, I feel like it was really good. I did find a few things, I didn't find, but I saw a few things that I really liked as well in the women's. But today I was practicing shopping with my eyes and not my card. I did buy some stuff for Jared, I will show you, but for myself, because I really don't go shopping like clothes shopping in person that much. I am such an online shopper. I love my coupon codes. I love my cash back. I just find that I do a lot more impulse purchases when I go in store, because I'm like, ooh, you know, you just kind of see something and it's that like dopamine hit. So today we practiced. I took photos of not a ton, but a few things that I liked in the women's section. Let me know what you guys think about this top. They had it in black and ivory and then pink and red. I'll put it on the screen. I think the black and ivory one I might end up ordering. I took a few other photos, some shorts that I liked, some tanks, but you know, I can do my coupon codes online usually for Gap. I can probably get cash back. So I was like, if I want to order anything for myself, which again, the impulse buys, it's like, you know, in a week or two, if I'm still looking at the photos of these knit tanks, and you know, they had some cute pajamas, if I'm still looking at that stuff in a couple weeks and I'm like, I still want it, then maybe I'll order it. But you know, just kind of taking note of that stuff. But honestly, the men's section was so good. I'm really glad I went there, and I'm glad I went first because I did spend a little bit more than I thought I was going to. So I'm going to cut myself off for the day. It's definitely not cutting it off for birthday presents. I'm definitely gonna get a few more things. I have some other things in mind besides just clothing. You know, I feel like clothing is nice to get, and Jared would definitely appreciate it. He usually likes the clothes I pick out for him, but of course some fun things in there that I know he would want. So I think I did really good. I got 4 things. And the woman that checked me out was so sweet. I loved her. I just had a great experience in there. The employees were so sweet. Another girl came up to me and was like, "You are so beautiful. Can I help you with anything?" And maybe she says that to everyone, but she was just so sweet. And so I really liked my experience. I've got to say, I will absolutely be going back. I feel like Gap, these stores like Gap Old Navy. I know they're all like associated, Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic. I feel like they're all really having a moment, especially for men's fashion and those like cotton linen summery pieces. I really feel like that all of those brands are so good, and we don't have a lot of stores in this area that are like cute, and we don't have a lot of good stores, so I'm appreciating, you know, that some of these more simple stores like Gap, Old Navy, I feel like they are really stepping up. Please just show us the haul. But I'm really happy with what I got. So Jared, please, I told you already to turn this off, but I hope you're not watching this before your birthday. There's a chance I publish this after his birthday, and then, you know, it's whatever. Let me back up my seat, y'all, so we can really, because these pieces are long. My man is a tall man. He wears XL, XXL, large, tall, all the things. This is probably my favorite thing that I found. It's like a linen cotton blend button down. So cute. This is really in Jared's color palette, and I love like a softer, flowy linen cotton blend for him. Then I got these. I really hope he'll like these. I thought that these would match perfectly with this if he wanted to wear it as a little summer outfit. Jared loves green. He always is reaching for like greens, grays. I know what colors he reaches for, so I thought he doesn't have a pair of shorts that is this color, but he has some other green pieces and green shorts that he really likes, so more of like a blue sage green. These are their 7-inch easy shorts, so I hope these will fit. I got him a medium. Honestly, they looked a little big, but we can always go and exchange some stuff if it doesn't work. I just realized I got him the same shirt in 3 different colors because I liked it so much, because this is the same one that I ordered him online, which I'll put in a photo because that was also another one of my favorite ones. I really hope he likes it. So we did order that online because they didn't have an XL. It was the only size they didn't have in store, and I was gonna just go home and order it, but the woman was like, well, you get free shipping if we order it at the store for you. So then I was like, okay, that's actually better because I know you don't get free shipping unless you spend $50. So I actually think it saved me money to order that. Normally I would just go do it at home, but I already looked it up and it was the same price online. And then, making sure I got this in the right size, yeah, I got him another linen blend. He can wear a tee under it or just wear this, and this is his absolute, don't look at me, this is his favorite color. You know, he has a lot of green and neutrals in his color palette, but I think he'll really like this one. Honestly, I didn't like this one quite as much as the other two, but I thought that he would like it and reach for it more, so I'm giving the man options. He's gonna be good for the summer. And then I got this just because Jared already has this in green, this exact shirt, and he loves it. He reaches for it all the time. So I figured, you know, I already know that he likes it. I don't know if he'll be wearing this in the summer, maybe on a brisk evening, but that's okay. We can save it for fall, winter, and I know that he'll like it. Good prices. I mean, these are giving me like Madewell vibes for a third of the price. So I was considering going there because I've definitely found some pieces at Madewell for Jared that he still wears, but I think we did good at Gap. You know, between that and what I ordered, it's 5 things. I don't want to give him like all this clothing and not give him other stuff. So I think I did really well. I am gonna head home. I'm not gonna do, actually, I just have to pick up some stuff from the grocery store. We're gonna do a little belated Mother's Day celebration with Jared's other side of the family tomorrow because they couldn't get together on Mother's Day. So we're gonna see like his stepmom and his dad and his grandparents tomorrow. So we're doing like a potluck brunch thing. So Jared and I are gonna bring bacon and breakfast sausage, so I need to go pick that up. This was such a sleigh though. I will definitely be back to this store even just to look for stuff for myself, and I want to bring Jared and have him pick out some stuff that he actually likes. Ladies, if you're looking for stuff for your mans and you're not wanting to spend, you know what I mean, $100 per item, everything I got there was like pretty much $30 or under per item, and I feel like it's nice. So Gap, you impressed me today. Just got out of Albertsons, figured I'd give you guys the little haul. Literally all I got was meat, but I got 2 maple breakfast sausages. That was Jared's request, and I didn't feel like 1 pack would be enough. I just don't know how many people are gonna be there, and you know, these get pretty small. I feel like people eat several of them, so I got 2 packets of that, and then I got 2 packs of bacon because, like I said, this is Jared and I's contribution. We're bringing the meat. There's gonna be obviously other stuff. I got an apple with smoked and a thick cut because I feel like I don't really like thick cut bacon, but Jared likes it. We'll have 2 types. Jared's gonna cook everything up on the Blackstone tomorrow. His dad has a Blackstone, so he's just gonna do it over there. And then I got myself some crackers. You know what, we're gonna do a taste test because this is a new flavor. I did buy myself some healthy seed crackers the other day, and I'm gonna have to put a photo of them on the screen because I tried them yesterday and something about one of the flavors in there, they are disgusting to me. I feel like it has this aftertaste of like something rancid. And I don't know if it's just the flavor that I got because they're like an everything flavor. They had really good reviews and I do not like that. So I had to get myself some new crackers because I've been on a total cheese and crackers and like hummus and crackers kick lately. So I just saw these. Let's try them, y'all. Do we think they're gonna actually be spicy? Oh my gosh, that's weird. It's weird because it tastes like it should be a chip, but it's a wheat thin. But they're not bad. They're just kind of weird. I think they'd be good with cheese for sure, which is why I got them. Also, in the spirit of some saving money stuff that I've already been talking about in this vlog, and obviously we're moving. It's expensive, so we're, you know, always trying to budget and save money in other areas. I wanted to scan my receipt. Everything I got was on sale. I saved $9.20. I spent $17. So, of course, shopping sales, digital coupons has really helped me. I've been shopping in the app, and then sometimes, like today, I'll go to the store, but I'll see like what stuff is on sale. Like I knew that the bacon and the breakfast sausage that I was gonna get were already on sale, so I wasn't like spending a ton of money on that. And then this is something I shared in a TikTok, and I know I've talked about it, but not in a really long time, but the app that I use for scanning my receipts, it's called Fetch Rewards. It's completely free. I shared it in a TikTok I did recently about like how I've been like budgeting and little ways to save money, because obviously I feel like right now everyone's kind of trying to save money, and so many people told me that they also use it and love it. Let's see how many points you can get if you sign up. 2,000. Sometimes it's like 3,000 or 4,000 depending on when you sign up. Right now it's 2,000, so I'm gonna put the code on the screen that you can get 2,000 points if you sign up. Again, the app is completely free. There is no like, it's one of those apps that you do not have to like get it and then it's free and then you have to like pay to upgrade. It is completely free and gives you not cash back, but it's like but you get points for scanning your receipts. You can connect it with your email to scan all of your e-receipts, which is great for me because a lot of times I do grocery pickups, or obviously I'm ordering a lot of stuff online. So right now I have already 3 in my email, and I just got 75 points for just adding those, and they were already, like I said, orders that I already have done. Wait, I just got oh my gosh, I just got 500 points from Albertsons. It actually had it in my app, so I don't even have to scan my physical receipt, but usually I would. But yeah, it connects with your digital receipts if you just allow access to your email, and then basically it like accumulates your points, and over time you can spend your points. You do have to let them like accumulate for a while, but sometimes they have offers where you can get like 5,000 points for something or 1,000 points for this. Usually I'm not getting that many points, so you have to let them accumulate over time, and then you could spend them on gift cards. They have gift cards to hundreds of stores, you know, Amazon, Target, Home Goods, Walmart. So you could spend it back on groceries. You could spend it on something that you've been eyeing and like save up your gift card. So I just wanted to share that because I feel like I haven't talked about it on YouTube in a while, and I've been using the app since 2020. They do not sponsor me. I would love to work with them because it's one of my favorite apps that I use. All right, you guys, it's me again, the narrator of the vlog. So we've been kind of all over the place, just packing together different areas of the house in this vlog. I don't know how long this vlog is gonna be, but at a certain point, I'm gonna cut it off and just put the rest of the packing footage and probably finishing up packing in my next moving vlog. So this is that point that I don't know yet how far I'll get, but I'm just filming this outro in advance, to be honest with you. I'm trying to look out for my future self so I don't wake up and be like, oh God, I'm uploading the vlog and I didn't film an outro. So I'm doing it now. Much more to come. All of the exciting stuff, of course, moving in and decorating and organizing and unpacking. I feel like that's definitely my favorite part of moving once the stressful part is over. So all of that is coming, at some point in June. June is gonna be heavy on the unpacking, organizing, and decorating. Just a reminder that I'm releasing all of my moving vlogs early and completely ad-free over on my Patreon if that happens to interest you, if you want to see these before they're put on YouTube. The link will be in the top of the description box like it always is. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here for this journey, and I will see you very soon in the next moving vlog. Bye guys.